Hey, this is Tim. It's the next day now. This episode is really good, and if you're here, I'm really glad that you're watching. I just wanted to let you know that we stream these live every week. If you don't want to miss out on anything, go ahead and follow us on Twitch. It really helps us, and subscribe on YouTube to make sure that you never miss the re-uploads. I think you guys are really like this.
Thanks.
Does someone want to remind us what happened in the last episode? Do it.
Somebody want to do it?
Recap. All the 4 beasts are dead. I threw my knife into a building. The soulless went inside the building. Kumi tried to eat herself out of my vines and couldn't, and was hogtied onto the floor.
Sexily.
See, and I didn't make it sexy. I think you made it sexy.
Made
it
was I here for this part? And bent over.
You were definitely here for the sexy hog tie.
Emmy and Kumi were pretending to be asleep for about 3 turns.
Oh yeah.
They didn't actually skip any turns, which is the funny thing.
No consequences.
We were just freaking out like they were going to.
Emmy almost died. I wish she did.
Bitch!
And then Britain sang a group of zombies to sleep.
Yes, Britain sang a group of zombies to sleep.
Oh, I tried to pick him up, but he said no, because consent is a thing in this world.
I obliterated 2 of the stone creatures.
Did you say liberate?
I
Obliterated their bodies.
I was gonna say,
She set them free.
Alston got a boner from fire.
And
I
we
do,
know.
always.
Yeah.
Always a
Did
boner
y'all
for
do that
fire,
with my character
always.
while I was gone?
Huh?
Did y'all give my character a boner when I was gone?
Yeah, we didn't do anything after you left.
Oh, okay. I thought y'all like gave him a boner.
No, you got that yourself.
Well,
Okay.
I was
Oh, man.
Boners
Yeah,
cannot be
the
given.
hog tie.
Boners are earned.
I don't think he's in the short, stubby half elves.
I'm someone's type.
Everyone's got
No,
something.
I bet there is a niche for sexy, stubby, half elf.
You know what? Rule
Hog
34.
tie.
Rule 34. There might be.
I'll have you know I'm somebody's kink.
Okay, me. Okay, me. Okay.
oh yeah, and then Raiden took a piece of a stone monster,
Oh, I have 8
and
pieces.
they're magnetic.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
8 pieces of stone monster.
The size of your palm.
Yeah.
And they stick together.
hmm
Like,
And in total, they weigh 16 pounds.
yeah. It's fun. Unfortunately, Britton isn't joining us tonight. He's dealing with some things with his family, unfortunately. So he's going to go to bed. But he might watch it a little bit later, so he should be all caught up, and I'll talk to him later. So
Cool.
don't worry about not progressing the story. Because we're going to pretend like he is here. He's here in our hearts. So
Well, you make it sound like he's dead.
Okay, now this seems like I have
he
this
is
in my...
dead.
What?
That was your way of telling us that he's dead.
Yeah, just canonically.
Yeah.
Cool. So the last thing that happened, you guys were being pursued by these soulless creatures, and behind these soulless creatures were these stone black brutes that seemed to be kind of thoughtless and mindless, and in the back there was this one that had stayed back and seemed a little bit stronger, but you guys overcame all of that. It was very impressive. Someone gave Homae a gun at some point because she killed 2 of them.
It's true.
We saw Kumi learned how to make a ranged attack by just launching her body and crushing one with her javelin, and it was all very impressive. And now we're in the aftermath of that. You guys are watching the soulless filter through the street. You're all on the roofs, and does anyone remember where we left off last time? With
There
the
were
soulless?
3 soulless that had gone into a building and they never came out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So what would you guys like to do? It is still the middle of the night.
And we are still on top of the building.
Yeah.
And Megan is on a different building top, though.
Just a lower building top,
Yeah.
but she's right next to you.
Yeah, I want to go check out what's going on in that building.
Cool.
For sure.
So you're not in initiative, and anyone who wants to be part of this group can be part of this group if they want to. So go ahead and roll for me to get off of the roof. Just like a DC 8, not to hurt yourself.
I roll a 14.
You do a small flip. What do you want from me?
I kick my leg out to the side as I jump down.
I got a not natural 20, so I do a cooler flip.
You do the coolest flip. You like T-pose flip or something.
I stick the landing, for sure.
So I'm going to assume that you guys wanted to wait until the Solus weren't nearby. They seem to be going somewhere off into the distance. Except for these three that had traveled into this opening that was made by this stone creature. You're unsure as to what to call them or really what they are, but the side of this building is just blown out. So how would you like to approach this, guys?
Should we breach the entrance?
Probably. I mean, if there's a huge hole in the side of the building, we should probably look through and just see if can we see any of the Solus from outside, or are they like gone somewhere inside the house?
Tell me how you want to enter. So you guys come off the roof. This is a building that's across the street. You really can't see into the building from your vantage because they're on the same plane, but you see the rubble of the breach, and you don't see the Solus anywhere outside. You see the rubble of the dead stone creature, but that's it.
I
There's a
think
door to the
probably
building.
go to the giant
There's
hole in the
a
wall.
second story as well with a patio.
So is it too dark to see inside?
You're a human, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think he has dark vision.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
I think so does Emmy, and I think Emmy does too.
Yeah. Yes.
I think a lot of the party has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
it's a half moon out tonight, so you can see a little bit of light. We're just going to say, for the sake of kind of hand waving, you can see enough to move around. There are no lights inside of the building.
Okay. Well, I have a thing for that.
So do I.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast light on my
sorry.
mace and use it as a makeshift
Megan,
torch.
can we assume that you're going with this group, or did you want to stay on the roof
Oh,
for some
we're
reason?
all going, right? Did we all have to roll to get off the roof?
No, it's fine.
Oh,
Just a couple of cool flips was all that was necessary.
Yeah, I just had to show off on the way down.
yeah.
It was mostly for us.
Yeah.
I just love punishing Brayden for some reason. I don't know why. So, sorry, Alston. I'm kind of stole your thunder.
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna cast light on my mace to use it as a makeshift magic torch, and that sheds bright light in 20 feet and dim light in a further 20 feet.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna touch the head of my mace, and it'll start glowing very brightly. And I will
Very
just
cool.
kind of point it in the direction of the opening. Oh my god!
Carlo?
Is that
Yeah.
our house?
Hop van. It's the alarm. Hold on one sec.
That's Webb's
It
car?
literally could not be more perfect, huh?
Who's
You
me?
love to see it. So, Alston, Tristan, his character is going to use his mace as a light source. You know that Tristan is a cleric of radiance. So a lot of his spells focus on light and healing and heat.
And fire. He's all about that fire.
He's all about the fire. He kind of likes it. I mean,
He's into the
throws
fire.
eyes at Villathor, kind of like.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's 8'7". Anyone would kind of throw eyes at him.
But yeah.
And I'm just making small talk while we wait for Alston.
No worries.
Hey, Anthony, is it still pretty bright outside?
No,
Really?
You
No.
dork.
it's pretty gloomy and cloudy, and
Emmy,
it's
what are you doing?
the very bottom of sunset.
The sun hasn't even started setting yet.
Damn.
That's
Like,
another
see-
thing about why Washington's awesome.
It's also a thing on why seasonal depression's a thing,
Yeah.
because it does this in the summer, but it does the opposite of this in
Sun
the
sets
winter.
at like 10 p.m. in the summer.
It is black outside for me.
It is. Well, it's 10 o'clock for you.
10 o'clock over there.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, the sun
Yes.
would have just set out 9:50 in the summer here, so
Mhm.
I guess 10 doesn't make that big of a difference, but not here right now though. During the summer, like in the
Yeah, right now our sunsets are probably like 7:30, 7:45.
yeah.
No, it's not.
So, you guys are outside the building, and we don't have to waste this time waiting for Alston.
Cool.
Is there any questions that you guys had about the remnants of the battlefield or anything about the town?
Has any of the town like started peeking out to see what happened or anything, or does everybody just stay completely shut in until the morning?
I'd like you to conceptualize this thought a little bit more. And what I mean by that is, like, what are you looking for when you're thinking about this?
What am I looking for? Well, I'm just like looking for if it's a normal thing. I feel like people, like if it's like super,
Like people peeking through windows, or
well, like even if it wasn't normal, I feel like people would be peeking through windows to see if like the coast was clear, if it was something that was happening all the time, or if it wasn't super normal. You know, I feel like some people would definitely be trying to like see when it was gonna pass and stuff if it was pretty new. And so I feel like the people that are looking out the windows and stuff are people to talk to when the morning comes and, you know, everything starts waking up to be like, hey, what the heck was going on?
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of my thought process.
So if you wanted to roll for me, I'm going to just say you're looking for signs of movement, kind of like shutters opening and doors creaking, and in a silent town or in the dead of night, you're just looking for things that seem out of place.
Okay. 17.
Your
the-
third eye opens.
Before my thing, what am I
for perception,
Perception is +3.
so it's 20.
20.
Your third eye opens. You see. Just to conceptualize how
I think Homae needs to be nerfed.
conceptualize how the stat blocks work. 10 is considered average. Every +2 past that is considered like significantly different. So like a 20 is like seeing into the fourth dimension. You know,
20 is like knowing that you're inside of a game.
you look at me in the game. You see me in the sky temporarily.
It's like the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. But you do see that there are some curious townsfolk. You see a few of the shutters that had been closed before have been opened. You don't see anyone peeking out because it is the dead of night. But you see some tentative signs of like making sure that their neighbors are still alive.
Mm.
You know, no one is out in the streets. No candles are lit. So
Okay.
Alston, you're back.
I am. We solved the problem.
Cool.
We
Wow, just
had
like
to kill
that,
a
we
guy.
can end the campaign.
Yeah. Solved your van puzzle.
Game over, guys.
Anyway, never meeting again.
It was
This
fun,
was
guys.
Yeah.
Never want to talk to you at all.
It was all business.
So you light the end of your mace with this radiant light, right? How
Yeah.
do you guys want to try and breach this building? What are your thoughts that are going through your head?
I think I want to go in through where the monsters took the wall out.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's fair.
Okay.
I imagine if they had to go through the wall, the door is probably locked.
Okay. So, who wants to go at the front? Let's establish like a walking line, a walking order. Who wants to be at the front? Who wants to be doing what? Who wants to be towards the back?
I will probably be towards the middle-ish or the back.
Okay.
I will be towards the middle, or I will die.
You'll be in the.
Yeah, I
Are
go
you healed, Emmy? I'm pretty sure you were healed.
You were healed.
I know, but I am bad luck. I know it. I can.
It can
feel
happen
it.
again, and I can't heal her again.
That's
Boom.
true.
She's also a ranger class, so it's best if she stays in back.
Shut up, Anthony.
Yeah,
what
I was
about you,
thinking
Kumi?
like middle or back because I have a bow.
Braden, are you in
Well,
front?
You guys
Yeah,
have light.
yeah, I'm in front.
What about you,
I'll go
Megan?
right behind him
Okay.
since I have the light.
Yeah, and I have dark vision. I can see in the dark up to 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, and this will take it from dim light to regular light for you.
Right.
So
Cool.
we're able to see everything in the house unless it's fucking big.
I also
Also-
have dark vision. I don't know. It's the same
Also, I'm
though.
going to say that you lead the charge then.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's cool.
I probably have the highest AC, anyways, because
No,
I
I
have
just
my
mean-
handy dandy shield.
You guys tell me. I don't want to decide for you. I thought I heard that you were doing it.
No, I was gonna go second, and Braden was gonna go
Okay,
first.
cool. So, Braden, you
Yeah.
enter first.
Cool.
Braden, you start to enter into the vicinity. Tell me how you want to enter and tell me how you want to approach. What do you want to do?
So just to clarify, like if this is the wall, we're walking this way, sort of parallel to it
Mhm.
as we're coming up. As I get around the
Everyone
corner,
roll stealth for me. It's
Oh,
a D20.
good. I have
add your stealth
disadvantage on
modifier.
that.
stealth plus 2.
Hear him.
I rolled a 10.
Rolled an 18.
Okay.
Ooh, solid start.
Oh, everybody has to.
Kumi, you're 12.
One person will ruin it for everybody.
I mean, you're 14. But that's yours.
God damn it!
I
Get
got
out.
I got 20.
I'm at 20 as well.
14.
Why am I 14 as well? Why am I 14 as
Save the
well?
best for last.
17.
Got an 8.
16.
So we had an
17.
8, a 10. Megan, what did you get?
12.
Emmy, Kumi?
I got 17. I got a 16.
Okay.
And then 2 20s.
I got a 20 and Anthony got a 20.
All right. So, how do you want to keep entering?
As I get up to the side of the entrance, I want to sort of peer in and try to just sort of get a lay of what the entrance looks like. If we're entering in a hallway, if we're in a living room, if there are entrances to where,
There are blind spots.
yeah, just if there are other entrances, just get a lay of the room.
Yeah, and as you approach this portal into the home that has been knocked out by this stone beast, you see that there's this pile of rubble in front of you, this pile of black stone, this pile of wood chipping, just general pile of dust. Do you want to walk through the pile? You see that
Completely blocking the entrance.
it is completely blocking the entrance.
Hmm.
And we're already being very loud.
Yeah.
Can you hear any sound?
Go and roll perception for me.
Me or who?
Probably
I'm
me.
just
I'm
going to say
a-
you, Bees. You're the one who asked.
Oh, okay. Perception.
18? Oh no, sorry. 16.
It is eerily quiet. You don't hear anything.
Okay. What do you think? Should I climb over the rubble?
Do it.
Do it.
You do see footprints in the rubble.
Oh.
Are they soulless-sized footprints?
Don't roll perception for me.
How big are the soles of their feet?
Do they look soulless or do they look like a large dwarf?
It's 12.
12, yeah, they definitely look, it's like a step, and then it drags, and then a step, and it drags, and you see the path has been trodden.
Okay.
I would pocket those.
No, Brayden, don't go.
It could just be a drunk guy.
I'm gonna say, based on the fact like they didn't really pay attention to anything earlier, like the big things did, but the soulless didn't really. I'm guessing that they don't really, like they kind of get on one thing and kind of have tunnel vision. So I'm gonna climb up the thing of rubble.
Okay. Go and roll stealth for me.
Oh boy. Oh, all right. Stealth 20.
Nice.
Ooh. You don't roll disadvantage, do you? What kind of armor do you wear?
I'm wearing medium. I'm wearing leather armor, so I think that's light.
Oh,
armor.
you're good.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know
what
why
you
they get
see ahead of
tattletale
you
on this.
is this rubble directly on the floor and this living room. It seems to be well furnished for maybe 5 to 10 people. It's a rather large living room with a kitchen that's seems to be in the corner, and then stairs that lead up. So I'll roll perception. You don't see anyone in the living room,
Okay.
and there are no lights.
Perception is 11.
You see that the shambling footsteps drag through the rubble and towards the stairs.
Okay.
Do you
Am I
see
the only
anything?
one
Yeah.
in the building right now?
Or is everybody behind him?
You guys tell me. Anyone who wants to get over the rubble has to make a stealth roll.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
I will go in as well.
Just tell me what you get.
19.
20 again.
Okay.
God damn, Villathor needs to be nerfed.
He did a really good roll tonight. I don't know why.
I got a 7.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna tumble and just tumble over it.
We all rolling?
Only if you want to go in.
Let's go
I
in.
got a 2, so I don't think I want to go in.
I want to go in.
Senna
Just
starts
stub
to
my
enter
toe. Huh?
Yeah, I
and
got
trips and falls and lets out a cry.
No, I didn't go in.
Well, you
I think
roll.
if you rolled, you win it.
You don't have to go in, but you roll.
Like, oh, that was loud. I'm not doing this.
I think there's take backsies on rolls.
Yeah,
Wait,
the whole
no,
world
I
rewinds.
fell backwards out of the house.
But,
The cry
Just
went into
keeps
the night.
rolling.
The
Senna
cry
cries
went into the
out.
night sky. I didn't cry into the house. I cried outside of the house.
This is what you're saying in character.
No one heard me, guys.
You're just screaming it like I didn't make noise. I
I didn't do
promise.
that in the house, guys.
I'm rolling in the dirt right now.
I'm very stealthy.
I'm so quiet.
I love Megan's dex score is like a +3.
It was a
So you rolled the
5.
lowest you could roll.
Yeah. So
Is it my turn yet?
yeah. It's not
Oh.
turns. You can just tell me
Yeah,
if
you
you
can
want
roll
to
whenever you
enter or
want.
Yeah, do you want to go in the house?
Tim, I made the confident decision to sprint in.
I mean, we might as well at this point.
not. Okay.
Actually, yeah, I mean, I guess after Senna had
So-
an argument with
You guys are shuffling and picking your way through this rubble and trying to make as little noise as possible. And then Kumi, I assume, gets just upset and just like, I'm done with this and charges
Just like
past
me
you
too.
guys into the room. And Kumi, you're in the middle of this room. What do you want to do?
Oh fuck yeah, man! What do you want to do, bitch? Okay. What are the dimensions of this room, really?
I'm gonna say it's like 20 by 20 room.
Okay,
wooden.
is there a door?
There seems to be some livery. A nice little TV on a stand. I'm kidding.
There's TV.
I'm kidding. It is a joke.
Can I ask them about the technology they have?
Is it 4K? What is it?
Is there a door or a
Liquid
window?
display LCD.
It's got a retina display.
Is it OLED? You got some OLED?
They do a Samsung, or they have like that RCI.
Okay, let's put it in. There's this room. Is there a door besides the one you came in through? I assume.
The door you came in through was like a portal. It was knocked out of the wall. There's a door to your right. There's a kitchen to your left. Stairs up, and then there's a room right next to where the stairs are.
Does anyone?
And we can see footprints leading towards the stairs.
I'm gonna sprint
Well,
up.
the room
there.
and the stairs are in the same area.
Does anyone have detect magic by chance?
Mm,
I feel like that would be
No.
a good thing
I
to
do not.
use right now.
I did not prepare it this time round.
Foolish child.
I know. What was I thinking? I mean, I
Does
have no
anyone
spots
have-
anyways.
Does anyone have detect good and evil prepared?
I already used it.
I don't.
Brutal.
And your dumbest.
Kumi, you're in the middle of this room. You burst in.
I do minor illusion.
They're weird.
Minor illusion.
I
What
have
do you wanna do?
minor illusion. I'm a minor illusionist. I'm a.
I already volunteered to just run off.
But like really young kids, like 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
I only do kids parties.
Clown.
No adults.
Where I'm from,
I'd like to run up the stairs and blindly punch whichever I come into.
Okay.
Not-
Say butt punch.
Sounds good to me.
No, punch.
Punt.
Punch.
T.
Not even a punch. Punch.
Oh,
Punt. A butt punt.
Butt punch.
Kumi, you are a
like
half
that
elf,
one?
and so you can see partly in dark vision. You begin charging up the stairs. There is no light ahead of you, but you see this kind of half light. You see that the door ahead of you at the top of the stairs is open. And roll perception for me, Kumi.
Fucking roll it. Okay, I mean.
17 plus.
2, 17, 18,
19.
19.
Kumi, there is what appears to be a living room with 3 sets of beds, and there seems to be a huddled figure that is to your left. And you said
No!
stand up and punch it.
I hate it. Just like.
You should roll perception.
Okay, a huddled figure. So I came up here to punch something, so I found it. No! Can I roll?
God.
Roll to
A
attack.
human child.
Roll what?
Jimmy.
Before she goes to punt it, can I just follow her up?
Yeah, Tristan's gonna roll his eyes and follow her up.
Okay. Okay.
It's like, okay, she's gonna hurt someone.
Or herself. Yeah.
I'll just spare the dying ready.
Follow her.
What do you guys want to do?
You follow me or not?
I'm following you.
I'm following.
I want to stay at the bottom of the stairs and have my arrow pointed up the stairs.
I'm right behind you. That's a bad idea. You're gonna get one of us, Shelby.
Down.
I'm not gonna shoot him or anybody.
First person that
Well,
comes
like,
It's alright, we need to
Who
look out
gave
anyways.
The half
I wanna
gun,
look out.
okay?
Yeah, because there are 2 other doors.
Yeah, I would like to be a lookout.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So I'm in this room.
Tattletale.
Cardinal, or what's your character's name again?
Villathor.
Villathor is right behind me, and I'm getting
I'm
ready.
coming to follow up the stairs.
And I'm in position.
You have to go single file up the stairs.
I mean, like little soccer ball punch this thing.
Okay. So unless Anthony wants to resist you doing that, you just need to make an attack roll for me.
How would I resist her?
Throw fire at her.
Throw
Or you can make
fire.
a strength.
Okay,
I-
well, let me be the first one who says.
Oh my god, don't use your
Can't you make
dark
an opposing
like,
strength
yeah.
check on her?
that
Yes, you
person
can.
is a soulless or a person.
She doesn't care. She's up
I
there.
don't think he's gonna win the strength check.
Couldn't he go for a grab?
Yeah, you
Couldn't
can.
I
It's
use
a
produce
grapple.
plate on her?
Don't fire me! Literally.
Really? This group is sick of it.
Better yet, can I use produce flame surrounding the figure that's huddled on the floor?
Oh. In the
We're in the old home. We're gonna burn down.
I don't care if it's burned down. Everybody else is dead.
All right, Anthony, you
How come nobody cares about anything?
You're
you
gonna
produce a flame,
burn us
I'm
alive.
neutral.
and
I wanted
you
to
command it to surround this figure on the floor, and the floor bursts into fire.
Oh my
around
god.
this
You're gonna
huddled
burn the
figure.
house down with us in it, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back downstairs.
I'm gonna go towards the exit of the house.
The huddled figure turns around, and you see a man who is sickly and scared, and he has bright blue eyes. The light of the flyer doesn't obfuscate anything, but this man is huddled, and he looks at you, and what's going on? And he sees the fire, and his eyes shine brighter than the fire. He looks sick.
Someone needs to save that man.
Tristan rolls his eyes again and grabs it.
How can you grab him through the fire?
Are you gonna walk
I'll
through the
take some
flames?
damage. It's kind of my thing.
And as you guys are talking, the flames spread. So anyone who wants to make a check to go through the fire needs to make a Constitution check.
Okay. Anyone else want to do this, or is it just me?
I feel like Anthony, since he's a dragon, he should do it, and since he started this fire.
Oh no, I don't give two shits about him.
I think lightning is his thing.
It is. I'm a blue dragon. It's lightning.
Fine, I'll get him.
I have it. I rolled a 12.
I have a good constitution. I'll go through.
How'd you? No,
I have
you're
a
not.
I'm gonna say that this room can only fit 3 people.
Yeah, I'm already inside the room.
I'll get him.
Tristan's inside the room, and so
I
is Kumi.
decided he looks
All right, I'm going downstairs then.
Okay. As the fire spreads again, and you see that parts of the beds are lighting fire now, and so the whole room is filling with smoke. Can we go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me if you want to run in and grab this?
You rolled it before I was able to roll it?
You already. I rolled it for you. Yeah.
No, I feel like I should roll it.
Kumi, I've been rolling the entire time.
Okay, fine. I have a 5.
You take.
That's a lot.
I don't feel bad for you. I've been rolling
So
the
you
entire time.
begin walking into the flames and to try and get to this man, and you take 2 damage from the smoke and the inhalation, and you can't reach him, and the fire continues to spread. Did anyone else want to do anything?
Wasn't all 3 of us going to grab him?
Oh, I'll give him a grab. My constitution's good.
All right, go ahead and roll for me.
All right, where's my dices? 18.
18. So you take your cloak and put it over your mouth, and you are able to run in and grab this man. He is freezing to the touch, even in the heat of these flames, and you're able to pick him up and run out with him. What do you guys want to do? The fire is spreading. Anyone who stays in the room any longer is going to take damage.
I gotta fucking leave! I'm not in the room.
I'm going downstairs.
All right. You guys see this trail of smoke follow Tristan and Villathor and Kumi as they run down the stairs, holding this sickly man in their hands. What do you guys want to do?
Does he look like Voldemort pre-Harry Blood?
Can we lay him on the ground
Like
and
the
try
fetus?
to talk to him?
Yes.
She's been watching Harry Potter, I'm so sorry.
Felt topical.
Yeah.
Can we try to talk to him?
Yeah, let's all get out of the house first, so that we
I
needlessly
would
burn
like
down.
to check the other room to make sure that nobody else is in there.
Which
The
room would
kitchen?
you like to check? Let's say that you can do three things.
The room by the stairs. You said there was like a bedroom or something by the stairs. That's what we're closest to, right?
You shake the handle of the door by the stairs and it's locked.
Can I go check the kitchen?
Yes.
Can I
Run into the kitchen and roll perception for me.
10.
There's a body lying on the floor. Its face is down.
Oh, dude.
Can I do a medicine check to see what happened to the dead body?
Yes. And
Okay.
then if anyone wanted to do anything else, you're going to start taking damage as the house is filling with smoke. The fire is eating through the boards, and flame is actually falling through the roof of this story right now as you guys are doing this.
I rolled a 9.
It seems like all of the energy has been taken from this man.
Shocking.
He is dead.
I'm gonna go outside and stay
Yeah,
outside.
I think it's time to go outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
I'm gonna casually walk out, proud of the fact that I burned the house down.
My craving
Cool guys don't look at his explosions.
That they
So,
made.
As you guys run out of the building starts to... The glass windows shatter, and the building starts to collapse. But you've all made it outside. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I've got this guy.
Yeah, this dude.
You want to try to calm him down?
I want to kind of walk around the house
See where the
to see
things
where
went?
those things went. I want to be sneaky about it, though. I just kind of want to check out the area immediately around the house.
Quick
I'm
perimeter
going
check.
to have you roll an investigation check for me. And then, Alston, do you want to do something with the man?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean him up to the closest building or tree I can find.
He seems to have passed out during all of the commotion. His eyes are closed, and again, I would say he looks very sick.
Okay, can I use a medicine check to see if he's still alive?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do-do-do-do-do. That is a 13.
He's alive, but unstable.
Okay. Can I cast Spare the Dying on him? Or at least
Do it.
try to?
You think he's at 0?
He said he was unstable. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder and see if my magic can stabilize him at all.
Can I baby bird style feed him and see if that helps?
You ever puke in his mouth?
Totally
How's that
misunderstands
gonna
what
go?
happens with baby birds, and she just vomits into his mouth.
I didn't even have to roll that.
Were you gonna butt punch this guy a second ago?
I'm gonna light your building on fire and then throw up in your mouth. Just the most repulsive thing I can think of.
I think Kumi goes having an identity crisis.
Alston, you seem to have stabilized him. His heart seems to be regulated.
Very
Except
good.
And
Still
your
unconscious?
close investigation of him as you were investigating him for medicine and trying to heal him, there's soft heat rising from his shoulders, but most of his body is completely freezing.
Is he still?
And it's just his shoulders that are emitting heat,
Yes.
and
his
he's still
chest.
passed out.
His chest.
He's still
Yeah,
unconscious.
It can take between 1 and 4 hours for a stabilized creature to wake up.
Okay.
Now I know how long it'll take.
What if he's healed additionally? Would he wake up faster?
Yeah.
So if I were to like try to use a cantrip to heal him, would that help?
That would.
I'd like to try to use a cantrip to heal him just to see if he wakes up.
Shelby, You were doing an investigation.
I got 12.
12. And tell me what you are looking for.
I'm looking to see
What
if
traces of where they went?
any traces of where the soulless could have gone if they weren't in the house, since we didn't get to check properly. I just want to make sure that they didn't somehow exit the house.
You're looking
Or
for
see if there was
tracks.
anybody that left the house that needed help.
Right. So, the kitchen had an exit, and the door that was the exit to the kitchen was broken. It seems like it was thrown open and broken, and you see several pairs of feet running away from this location. Several pairs of tracks, I'll say, running away from this location.
Did they look like the kind that had entered through the broken wall, or did they look like not dragging their feet tracks?
Two of them seem to be dragging your feet tracks, and then there seem to be several others that are indistinct, as there are so many of them.
Okay. So,
And then,
these people.
Megan, what would you like to do?
So I was gonna try to heal him. I was gonna use Draw Lightning. I rolled for AC Constitution. I rolled 14, and I need an 8, so it passed.
And so what happens around Senna is she focuses for a second, and you see that this black liquid comes through her skin and it begins to bubble and change, and the areas where her shoulders are grow these black spikes, and there's these black spikes all ridging all around her arms, and she twists and turns her hands while focusing, and electricity seems to come into her.
So I get to heal him 1d4 plus spell casting. I just rolled a 4, but I'm having trouble finding my spell casting modifier. Where is that on my sheet?
It should be a 6. It's at the bottom.
It should be
The
your
third
Constitution
page,
modifier.
usually.
It's my Constitution modifier.
Plus your proficiency.
My Constitution's +4. I don't know where my proficiency.
Should be a +2. So you
Okay,
heal him. What did you roll on the d4?
I rolled a 4.
So it's 10.
So you touch this man. And this electricity that you had stored inside of yourself, you transfer into him. You hold onto his wrist and you feel it leave you. And all of a sudden you watch as this body shakes violently. And then after a moment, steam is let off from the whole body all at once. And the man lolls his head and his eyes open, and he blinks as if he's just coming awake. And his eyes are bright blue. They give off light. His eyes are so bright. Do I know you?
No, but you're safe now.
Where is Sarah? Where is Poema?
I'm sorry, I didn't see anyone else inside of that building. You were the only one we found.
Do I know you?
No, you don't know us, but we were just passing through.
Where am I?
We're outside of what I think used to be your home.
And he looks and do I know you?
Do you remember what happened before the fire started?
What for fire?
Do you remember anyone in your house? Were there visitors coming over to your house?
And he gives you a look like he really can't understand what you're saying.
Can I ask him what the last thing he remembers is?
When did I go home? I'm sorry. Where am I? I don't recognize this place.
Do you know who you are?
And he furrows his brow, and you see that he's genuinely thinking about this. Arthur. My name is Arthur. Where is Sarah?
Yeah, Arthur, what is the last thing you remember? Clearly.
I was going to meet a man, and the farm wasn't doing well. I was going to meet a man, and I remember a large hall man in a white and red robe, and I remember fire. I'm sorry, who are you? And again, you see his eyes are just bright blue. They give off light.
I'm gonna look up at them and say, I think he was one of them.
I think he was too.
I don't know how he would have turned back, though.
And as you guys are talking about this, he looks around and he sees the state of what he's wearing, and he says, I'm sorry, do you have any food? I'm dreadfully hungry. And he tries to feel for... I had some coins on me. I don't have much. Could you help me?
I would like to offer my services.
No.
Sorry.
The face.
Or vomit.
I'd like to offer
I have a little bit of vomit in my throat.
I still haven't done this yet.
Would you like them shaken or stirred?
Do we know if we have any bread in our bag or anything?
I have 1 day's rations.
Yeah, everyone roll a 1d4 for me, and that is how many days rations you have.
I have a
3.
I have a
Shelby and I both rolled 3s.
So until you buy rations, this is how many days you can live without food.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Then I've only lived 1 day without food, so it's either a baby bird or not at all, mister.
I'll
And
give
then
him
make sure
some
that you guys are
another-
recording this number, and then I'll take it from you later.
1. That was a quantity 10. Weight 21.
You could have some of my bread. I'll break him off a.
So you're going to give him
I'll give him a
Day
half
ration.
day ration. He doesn't look that hungry.
half rations.
It's a day ration, correct? He's only a little bit hungry.
He looks sick. He looks
Does
sick.
he
might
eat
not have
3
eaten in
meals in the
years.
span of
I
1
just want to
hour?
highlight
I'm pretty sure he just ate a person, so he should be fine.
and my belly is full of greens because I've eaten my way out of grass.
Please stop.
Yeah, I'll give him
And
however
he's
much
gotten
ration he
onto his
needs.
feet, but he's really shaky. He actually falls down as he tries to get up. He said, "I'm so sorry. Thank you. What was your name?"
Senna.
Thank
Is he talking to me?
Senna.
When I give
Yes.
him okay. Nice to meet you.
And he gets up, and he gives you a wide smile, and it's unsettling because his eyes, even when he closes his eyelids to blink, his eyes shine through his eyelids. It actually gives his face this kind of ephemeral glow to it.
Can I ask him, can I say, have you always been a magic user? Or did you come into this
I'm sorry, my lady. I don't know much about magic.
Obviously, there's something radiating from him if his eyes are glowing. Obviously, he's touched by something. Can I roll perception on whether or not I can detect magic?
Yes. So for a magic user, this actually might be a better insight or arcana check.
Let's see what I have higher.
They'll
They're the
probably
same. They're both +2. Is it a D20?
Yeah.
Cool. Rolled a 10, so 12. Are you thinking if that's worthy?
Yeah. So I'll say
The
that
gods are deeming that worthy.
you yourself don't know anything about this. It seems unusual, but the eyes match the blue flame of the soulless. You don't know if it's
a question
magic
for him.
or something else.
Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Arthur, what year is it?
Okay, before I tell you this, I need to tell you the current year.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you that next.
Let's say that it's 1345.
Oh, it's young in the world.
What do you think Christ is in this world?
The day is new. The year is few.
It says 1329 by my account.
1529.
It's usually the
No, 1329.
1320. I
Oh.
think it's 1529.
1329, and we're in the year 1340.
45.
He's been in for 16 years.
Sorry, but
What is that look that you're giving me? I'm sorry. I must still be famished. Oh, something is wrong. What is
this might be tough to hear, but it's 1345 now, so wherever Sarah is now, she's not here.
wrong? I must have hit my head. That must have been. I've never been good at this. You must be right. I must have been wrong about that. And
Can I ask? I know Shelby asked about like the back of the house. Did she look towards the back or did she walk around the back?
I walked around and I saw people leaving, or two footprints running away and one soulless dragging
She
feet.
saw a broken door.
No, two soulless and an
Lead
uncountable
away.
feet.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was gonna say, whenever y'all are done, somebody needs our help.
Yeah.
It'd be a worthy place to follow.
Would you mind if I came with you? I don't know where I am, and I don't know who you are, but you gave me some food, and my lady, I think that makes you trustworthy.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and say, just stay towards the back, Arthur.
And he gives you a very broad smile. He says, and I will thank you again.
I would want him in the front.
I'm gonna
He hears you say that. He says, I wouldn't either.
I'm gonna take him to the side and be like, I don't know where these people are going, but after this is done, you're coming with me. There's some people that I need you to see.
Cool. That's
Sure.
good.
Sure. Okay. Yes, of course. You saved me. I am in your debt.
Let's follow those footprints.
And having this man in your party is going to slow you all down by 5 movement speed.
Mm.
We're going
I
to
was
say that
worried you'd
his
say
movement
that.
is 20.
Why, he's not fast.
Yeah. So
But I healed him. Wait, I healed him so he gets, lest
he's
we forget,
sickly. Even though you healed him,
but he
he
gets
is
plus
sickly.
5 movement.
So the way that health in the game works is that healing someone hit points doesn't necessarily heal them of sickness. You can be sick and be at your max health. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was
he's
factoring
sickly.
in the speed bonus that he gets from being healed by lightning. But if that's factored
It's only
in,
for a minute.
okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's only for a minute.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
more of a combat thing.
I want to take note that I feel uncomfortable with this man. I don't trust him, so I don't go anywhere near him when we're
Okay.
following.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him near me this whole
Okay.
time. He's a specimen.
And so I assume you guys are going to be traveling together. And what do you want to do?
Follow the footprints.
Yeah, I think Homae seems like the tracker of anyone in here, so probably have her
He's the
lead
one
the
with the
way.
gun.
Yeah.
Why are you following school?
Because I want to.
Why are we sitting with Johnny Boy?
So- As everyone is coming over to see what you're doing, the heat of the building has died down just a little bit, but the charred remains are still smoking. It was very fast to catch fire. There is not a lot of life left in this town, and I mean that in a literal sense and a metaphorical sense. It's just like the town seems worn down. And so you see the tracks, and you see that it's kind of a messy situation. Will you roll investigation for me and I'll give you advantage because you are a ranger.
I'm a rainer.
Everyone here.
Listen,
He makes rain.
you create a massive story. Do they call you a storyteller? No. You create
I got 13.
interesting NPCs. Do they call you the NPC maker? You slip up and say one thing wrong once, and they call you a total idiot all the time. Anyway,
So you're lashing out again.
I lash out when I'm drunk.
You always do.
Your face is just so hittable. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Non-existent apps. There. I rolled a 13, Timothy.
Perfect. With advantage?
Yes.
What is it with advantage?
With yeah.
You
Well,
can roll
I
again.
did
This
with
means
my
you roll
counter.
twice.
Oh, you get to roll twice. Pick the better one.
Oh, I get to roll twice.
Yeah, you pick the highest one.
Oh, well.
Your face looks weird, Alston.
What?
Yeah, that's better. 13.
You got a 13 the first time and a 13 the second time?
She rolled a 12 the second time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 12 the second time, so the 13 is better.
You see that the tracks are fairly close together. Which causes a lot of distortion, and it also tells you something about how fast they were moving. It tells you that they were not moving very quickly.
Hmm.
And it leads through the town proper and into an alleyway.
Are we prepared to fight these people?
I don't think it's a people. What if it's like a soulless centipede we're following and we're just blindly going towards it? I'm nervous. I'm going to stay towards the back with my sister.
I have a theory, and it might not be real, obviously, or that might not work the way I think it is. But I'm theorizing in my brain right now that
You're stalling.
yeah, I'm stalling now. That obviously the stone people that we destroyed had magnetic something going on, and the soulless didn't really seem to bother them or take any notice of them. So in theory, I think that maybe magnets kind of mess with their senses, possibly. But I don't
It's
know.
like magnetic mind control, and that's why we all got headaches during the fight.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, that's all I have thought about so far. I don't know if that's
Magnets,
thing.
do magnets mess with the soulless, you mean?
Yeah.
But I'm magnetic. And they took wisdom from me. They sucked my life too.
Hmm.
I don't
Then
know.
I
But
guess
I get what
that.
you're saying.
No,
I just
yeah.
don't understand why. Like, it seems like we're made of something similar. Almost. But
Yeah,
their
yours
like
is just lag
energy is
spikes.
their
Maybe.
energy is like a sucking life force, whereas mine's kind of the opposite.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
What will we do if we catch up with them though? Because won't we just have to run away again?
Yeah, because they don't really seem
Because we
to
have no defenses.
against them.
What if we try to capture them?
Yes.
Let's see what they're doing.
Thinking.
But
Yeah.
capturing
Good
them,
idea.
Like, you know how in The Walking Dead, how what's her name had those like zombies on chains that she
Yes.
like walked around like that.
I wouldn't hate the idea of capturing one.
I think
Yeah.
it would be kind of
Found
cool if we captured them.
something.
And maybe they're vulnerable if they're isolated from their pack.
yeah,
That's a good thought.
yeah, on the
Something
run.
to disrupt the magneticism in them, you know? Like if there was a way to kind of weaken their magnetic, you know, I feel like, yeah, kind of like what you said, magnetic powers all kind of deal with the forces, like maybe they're only strong when they're with the hive, and maybe if you break them off, then they're kind of just
Off.
Yeah.
out in space, kind of.
Yeah. I would like to see about trying to capture them or something. Like
That's a
instead
good
of
idea.
trying to kill them, try to like I don't know, capture them. We have rope.
I do have 50 feet rope.
Yeah, we have 50 feet of rope as well.
Okay, Maria.
Yeah, I'm with Shelby. Let's go chase them. Sounds fun.
I feel good about this now.
So we are about to hunt after the soulless. If you're really enjoying the show, it really helps if you subscribe or if you follow if you wanted to be on Twitch and watch the stream live. The rest of the show, it gets really intense. You can run back and get one.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back and get one.
And then
We'll get you a new one.
wave and say that you have one back.
Say what?
We're just going to hand wave and say that you have one back.
Cool.
Tim, is there a Solus around what we can capture, do you think?
Alright, we're going to.
We're chasing them down.
Yeah, we're chasing
We're
them down
following
that we're trying to catch.
We're
Talking about your immediate surroundings, you can roll perception for me, and I'll tell you what you see. You tell
Okay.
me things to look out for, and I'll tell you what you see.
I got a 21. What do I see?
X-ray vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to remind you.
Your third eye opens.
You see Timothy.
And I'm just laughing. I'm giggling to myself. So, something that you notice about the Solus is that when they are traveling together, they emit a fog cloud that follows them around. The fog cloud is massive, and it extends into the air. It's this traveling fog cloud, and you see it above the homes in the near distance. There's a density of fog in the near distance. But just in your immediate surroundings, you don't see any Solus.
Right. I'll let the rest of the group know.
Yeah, let's follow those tracks.
What's up?
You said you wanted to let us know what?
Let you know the information I just saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we should follow the tracks.
Yeah, I kind of want to peer down the alleyway and just see if I can see anything.
Okay.
Like if I can see this, if there's Solus, if there's people, like kind of what's going on, and just kind of check out the surroundings to see if there's any cover.
So,
At all.
great idea. So, I'm just going to relay the scene for you. You guys were at this bar. There is a wide thoroughfare between the bar and this two-story home that you just investigated and came out of. To the left of this is a small, just in between two homes, You walk down this, and there seems to be a wider street, not as wide as that really wide one, but a wider street. And then you see that kind of staggered just a little bit. There's a small alley that begins on the other side of the next street. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is where the footprints lead.
Staggered path. And the small area that you're in becomes smaller, almost single file as you go into that other alley.
I don't know if anyone had done this. I think someone might have done this last turn, but if they hadn't, just before we leave the area, are there some of the carcasses of the stone people around? The stones that we destroyed?
Go and roll perception for me. You don't have to roll for the one that you are literally standing on top of. You might have to roll to find like any specific pieces of it,
It's a 20.
but you're literally on top of it.
I rolled a 20.
So what are you looking for? What are you trying to figure out about it?
You said that when they died, I think you said when they died, they turned into like a black. Did you say they turned into like a black crumbly?
It's like a black crumbly stone.
Yeah, I just wanted to take some. I didn't know if anyone else had already done that.
I have 8 pieces.
He took some. You can probably take some too.
I
Because
was just
you're
going
right
to
on
get
top
a
of it.
couple just
Yeah.
before we left.
So let me see if there's a better roll for this. Anyone want to throw out any suggestions?
For the roll?
Yeah. Maybe investigation would be appropriate.
Yeah, I was gonna say investigation.
Yeah. I said I wanted to look down the alleyway and kind of see if I can see further down it.
Yeah, Shelby, go and roll perception for me. Megan, roll investigation for me. And then, Megan, you can have advantage on that.
I got 19 investigation modifiers plus 2.
I got 21 perception.
Jesus Christ. You guys are level 1. Chill with the rolls.
really nice.
Next
today.
thing you know, I'm going to throw a dragon at you. I'm just letting you know. The next thing coming around the corner is a dragon, so. But then you guys are just going to kill it
Google
anyway.
was giving
So.
me like straight 4s every roll, but I guess today it's feeling a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I have like really lucky pink sparkly dice.
Oh.
So
Megan, you're able to get either 2 rather large, almost slab-like pieces, or 8 pieces like Braden was able to get. 8 fist or palm-sized pieces like Braden was able to get.
Yeah, I'll do the palm-sized pieces.
So you have 8 palm-sized pieces.
I'm out.
And they weigh 2 pounds each. Alright, and then Shelby, without moving further into the street, you can't see into the alleyway, other than there's a fine mist that is coming out of the alleyway.
okay.
Mist means soulless, I think.
Yeah. Well, we're going in, right?
Let's do it.
Alright.
You said that the alley we're going into is nearly single file.
Yeah. So you're bottlenecking. You're currently like a 3 wide street, or what do you call the area between buildings? Alley.
An
You're
alley.
in a 3 wide alley. You're going to cross a street, and then you'll be in a 1 wide alley.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm gonna be in the back
You
with my
guys-
guy.
I can go up front.
I thought I was in front. Oh, wait, I guess you can be
Arthur,
in
it says, where are we going? I'm so sorry.
Just hold on for a second. Let us finish up here, and then I'll fill you in.
Where should I wait?
All right, just come with us. Just don't leave my sight.
I'll come with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him in front of me so that he's surrounded.
And, would you happen to have? This seems dangerous. a sword or a dagger, something I could hold. And you see that he's holding this long wooden board in his hand with 2 hands.
You know how to use this, and I'll just hand him my mace.
And he holds it reverently.
Oh yeah, because I guess it still has light coming off of it.
Yeah. He holds it reverently.
Or a weapon.
Anthony, I'm sorry.
I suggest we don't give him a weapon. He was sickly at first, and now he decides he wants a weapon to protect himself, even though he can barely even walk. That seems kind of sus.
You're right. Oh, god damn it.
Apparently, Kumi wants to give the guy a strap-on.
I have one.
I want you to roleplay this for me.
Oh, man. She's the off-street.
That's I think.
Okay, no, here you go. It says range 10 feet.
What?
1d4 mental.
So it's more like you're shocked when you get slapped in the face with one.
Oh, but when you see the strap on, it's like, what?
Here's what happens. You hand him this belt with a... What color?
Pink.
With a pink phallic object hanging off of it. And he turns it around and he's going to roll investigation. This will do just nicely. He rolled a 2.
I pat him on the back and say, it served me well and it will serve you too.
Oh gosh.
He feels
Good.
4 points stronger.
I just don't like him carrying a weapon, even though it's a strap.
It's not a weapon! What are you gonna do with it? Huh?
Really fuck up the competition, you know what I mean?
Great.
Alright, let's go.
I think we're waiting for Allison, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. If you guys wanted to investigate anything else while we're waiting.
Can I investigate to see how far the alley goes?
The alley proper, the one that you're trying to go into?
Yeah, the one we're about to go into, we're going to be single wide.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you need to get right in front of the alley to do that because it is so thin.
Oh, we're going to say we're not there yet?
I thought we were there. That's why I was saying,
Okay.
let's peer down the alley. And then I realized we're not there, apparently.
Cool. Yeah, once we get there, I'd like to do that, but we can wait for that.
Cool.
I kind of want to cast Produce Flame and light the whole village on fire.
You lit
I thought you were the one who kept them calm.
Oh no, I'm kidding. I was neutral. I kind of want to have fun now.
He's had a few drinks.
Yeah.
I take my dildo back and stop
Yeah,
him.
he drank some of the alcohol that Emmy stole.
No, I'm kidding. I'm fine.
That's the booze.
I'm saying I'm kidding. Villathor's saying he's kidding as he already has the flame ball in his hand.
When he puts it out.
He's like, I'm joking.
Just clapping.
When we say, I keep.
I'm joking, but what if? But I'm joking.
Guys, this stuff.
So funny if I did that.
Fire, hypothetically.
So what?
Yeah.
Would it be so funny if I hypothetically lit this entire village on fire?
And you can tell that he's like really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Just keep in mind, I am keeping track of all of your deeds, good or evil, and it will matter.
Oh! It matters!
It matters. It is going to matter.
I think it could be a bullet or something.
Consequences!
There are consequences for your actions, yes.
Just, keep in mind that you murdered a man.
I think that you want to walk
And trying to murder another.
No.
You murdered a man and you almost killed another person.
You couldn't reach the other
And
one.
Anthony burned down some innocent person's house.
You were dead anyway.
Hey, that quote, I don't
I
give a
was
fuck
trying
if they
to save
die.
him from Kumi.
I'm trying to
I wasn't gonna kill him.
Yes, you were.
I was just
Kill him.
No, the person in the house.
Oh, the second person. Okay.
Yeah.
I was being proactive.
Yeah, she was gonna punch him in the face.
Just for fun?
No, I'm being proactive. That's what a good barbarian
Not
does.
just for fun. Just for fun. Don't
No.
listen to
Kumi,
You're being proactive.
I know several chaotic gods that are proud of you.
You're being super energetic, and you're like, I'm running up these stairs. Oh, there's a person right there. I'm gonna kick him.
Kumi,
Oh, no, we
there
were
is no
on,
wrong way to play. Just because, think of it this way: everyone will unlock different abilities that coincide with the choices that you've made. So, there's no wrong way to play. It's
Good to
okay.
know.
I really like the way you're playing your character. I really think you've provided some of the funniest moments so far. I'm really glad that you're here. So,
You. He's trying to suck up to you because he wants you to die. He's gonna kill me off right after he kills you.
no,
off.
Emmy, that's you.
Talk again. Talk again. He'll kill you right now.
He's like, oh, you go first, last, in the middle, doesn't matter. Coming for you.
God. Where is Awesome?
It's pretty cool.
Camera.
Try not to wake up the neighbors.
Got bag for you.
Yeah,
Work bag.
professional.
I also have this one. This looks more like you.
While he's gone, can I do a perception check to see if this old sick guy has anything valuable on him?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Do a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh, but this does that one's 15.
Can you roll for me?
15 or 18.
I think so. It's a MacBook Pro, like the big one.
No, I think it's 15. Or 18. Apparently they got an 18.
I can measure later. I don't think the measuring tape's
I
in.
rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8.
I got an 8. Did I get anything good?
Not 20.
No.
What did I get?
So, I assume that you're inexperienced. And so, you might... Actually, you tell me what happens. You know that you fail. Tell me what happens.
Okay, so here I am thinking, okay, great. So I murdered somebody, but I haven't stolen anything yet, so I'm gonna go for that today.
Try to steal it.
You're going for bad guy
I'm gonna
bingo.
go ahead and reach while he's looking, playing with my the weapon I gave him.
Kumi,
Yes.
this is not a joke. I'm going to make you a bad guy bingo. It's going to be like, sacrifice a child. Like, worship an evil god.
I'm
Like,
doing today.
Don't tell about it until you get it, no.
I'm going to make you bingo. Don't worry.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing where I tap him on one side of the shoulder and he looks around and I'm on the other side trying to dig into his pocket. Now what happens?
And you tap on his shoulder and says, oh, hi, I don't think that we met before. And oh, what are you? I don't think that I have anything for you. I
Okay.
checked. I was trying to give Senna some money earlier. I wish I had something for you. I'm sorry.
So you're trying to steal from Arthur?
Oh yeah, I missed
Yes,
it.
she is.
He's trying to pickpocket Arthur.
I move one freezer and this is happening.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't think I have anything for you.
I'll take his shirt.
He stares wide-eyed at you. Like you're the most dangerous person he's ever seen.
Wait for the shirt.
I'm going to have to decline.
I have a checkbox. Did you? I would like to interject and get in between my sister and this man and say, "I'm so sorry. She has a mental illness." Oh my god!
She's so
I got
sick.
for him to like put a death grip on my sister.
A witch kissed her and now she can't stop doing evil.
Dang it!
Okay, so we got the party back together. And you guys are crossing this street, and next to you is this one-person wide alleyway with mist that seems to be coming out of it.
So we're going.
Yeah, I think we're going.
Let's go in.
I think I was going in first. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be second.
I will be last.
I'll be
Because
there.
you're gonna have the guy with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the guy, and he is valuable cargo.
He has a very important weapon.
Does he have the strap on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I feel like I caught that right before I walked away.
Quick,
Everything
Dad's
just
not
goes
home.
to shit. Yeah.
We can do chaotic evil shit
The babysitter's not looking.
while Dad's gone. Okay.
Yeah, I think as we get to the entrance, I want to kind of look down. You said the mist was in there?
Yeah.
Can I try and make a perception check and just see what I see? Like, are there any souls?
Do you want to be stealthy?
Yeah, I'd like to be stealthy while I do
Go
this.
and roll stealth.
Okay. That is a 9.
Is anyone else going to be trying to look into the alleyway?
Me.
Go and roll stealth.
Oh. 14.
So Braden and I shouldn't roll stealth rolls anymore.
Yeah.
Well, my stealth is +5, which is nice.
Yeah, you can roll stealth rolls. I think the army need to stay out of it.
Probably,
So-
yeah.
You look down this alleyway, and from about 5 feet onward is a shroud of mist that you cannot look through.
Okay.
Alright.
Just gonna go in.
About 5 feet in, you enter into mist.
And is this like I can't see my hand type mist?
Presumably.
Okay.
Presumably. Can you see his hand or not?
Can I see my hand? Can I make a perception check for my hand?
You'd have to walk into the mist to check whether you can see things in the mist. I'm saying presumably because you don't know. Don't try and cheat.
So try using dancing lights to make our vision better.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I would like to use dancing lights.
Can I use dancing lights? Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to use dancing lights. Okay, tell me what you want to do with dancing lights. I'll tell you the effect that it has.
We're peering into the alleyway and it's all misty and stuff, yeah, and we can't see it?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to throw a string of, say, 10 small little lights down the alley.
Oh, like strung together?
Kind of, sort of.
Like
Pretty
walking
nice.
a step forward and then there's a new light?
Yeah, it's like little balls that you can order any way you want.
Yeah.
And you see shadows in the mist further down the alleyway. It does not light things up that bright, but there are shadows in the mist. So, to answer your question, Braden, you could not see your hand.
Okay.
But now he can.
It's deep mist.
Okay.
And there's shadows in there now, so we know that we could
Yeah,
get
so
attacked.
your light didn't light it up so that you could see things. It lit up the outlines of things.
Or we can tell there's a shadow.
Well, no.
Oh, we can just tell that there are shadows. There isn't
Because
any.
you're on the same level as this. You can't tell how many there are. You just know that further down the alleyway, there's a shadow in the mist.
Okay.
So I think we should get some rope ready. Just in case, because it's single file.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get my rope out. Can I just sort of, I don't know, because we're sneaking into this.
It's an alleyway between two buildings, right?
Yes.
Is there a way I can get on top of the buildings to look at the alley from above?
Yeah,
Like on
go
top
and
of the
roll
building?
to climb the building for me. You can do athletics or acrobatics.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. 7.
The building seems difficult to climb. You can do it, but it's going to be slow.
I mean, I feel like I might be better up top, but I guess it's deep mist anyway. So if I can't see.
Yeah, probably be able
See
to.
it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I really want you with a bow and arrow like directly behind me in a single file alley.
Yeah. Because I feel like it would be better for me to be up top, but if the mist is so deep that I
You
can't
won't be
even
able to tell us
see,
apart.
I won't be
At
able to
least
tell
you
you
can see
apart.
shadows.
So do you
My-
still want to go to the roof?
My sniper gun only works so good.
American shooter. I found the target. Is anyone else trying to do anything?
I'm just trying to think about what I could do. I don't know. Does anybody have any cool things?
Megan?
I would like
Emily?
to try throwing something into the mist and see what happens.
Okay. What do you want to throw? Something that you own, or do you want to find something?
There's a bunch of debris around Kumi. You can pick up like.
We're in a new street. I don't think
we're in
there's
a new
debris around.
Oh, we're in a new
Okay.
street.
I'd like.
That's it.
Is there any rocks around me?
Roll perception for me.
Rolling perception. Ten.
You would have to break some stones out of the street, but I mean it's a paved street. You would have to break part of the street.
Okay.
So not like she would have any opposition to doing that. Well,
I feel like she would do that anyways.
I've decided to chuck my boomerang then, because hopefully it will come back.
You
If it
have a
doesn't,
boomerang?
You have a boomerang?
Boomerang down
boomerang.
one alley.
No, just do it. That sounds
It's
awesome.
gonna come straight back.
It hits Braden right in the face.
Just try the party kill from the boomerang.
4'9". It will go over him.
Hey, I'm very tall and good.
Tall and handsome.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity-based attack for me. We're going to say that you have proficiency in this, so roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier, and add your proficiency to it.
That's right
We're
here.
going to assume that people get out of your way, and that now you're front in line.
This is why I'm in the back.
So,
I have a 9.
Boomerang.
You rolled a 9?
Yeah. So I get my boomerang back.
No. So what happens
Wait,
is
you said she
wind up to throw your
gets to do
boomerang.
it twice, though, right? Because you said
What's up?
she's specialty, so she does it twice. She rolls twice.
No, so she's
is
proficient,
she-
which means she adds 2 to it.
Oh, okay.
So you wind up and throw your boomerang, and it starts traveling down this alleyway, and then it begins curving, and it hits a wall,
Dang
and
it.
then falls to the ground. But
Easy.
you hear it, and that's all that happens.
Tristan,
So
roll.
you don't hear anything else.
Okay, so real quick, can I just kind of speak down into the alley? Is anyone there?
Lost boomerang.
Yeah, so you speak into the alley. Are you whispering, shouting, just normal?
I'm gonna say normal sound. She just threw a boomerang at the wall, so I'm guessing that sneaking is kind of out the window at this point. But I don't need to be too loud.
Okay.
When a chance,
anyone-
I'd like.
Anyone
like
want
to-
to roll perception?
I will. 15.
You hear shuffling.
Okay. I would like to get my rope out and tie a knot. So that, like, there's a loop.
He's gonna lasso.
We're gonna wrangle this bad boy.
So I'm going to consider a lasso a more advanced type of knot.
I want to tie a bowline knot.
Okay, so that's a knot with a name is a more advanced type of knot. I want you to roll for the durability of the knot. Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 3.
So
Can
you
I
make a
try
knot.
making a knot?
Grass rope.
No, the rope is fine. You make a knot.
Not a great one.
You think
Can
it's
I
great.
try making a backup knot?
You should have saw that what I was
Brayden,
doing.
you think it's great.
No.
Brayden, you're pretty proud of your knot.
Oh, I know that I crushed it on my knot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're all just looking at it like,
Yeah. So you crushed it on the knot.
I want to make a backup knot.
Okay. So
Like
if you want to
backseat.
hand her the rope.
Oh, guys, I got this. It's fine.
Okay.
What did you have to
What do you
roll?
guys like to do? You're still out
What
of
did you have
this.
to roll for your knot?
I rolled a 3.
No. I mean, like
For durability.
Oh, okay. Where's that at?
It's just roll a number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything to it.
I did a 14 for my knot.
Okay.
So you can definitely tell that Mavthor's knot is not going to hold up to any scrutiny.
Not gonna hold up.
Oh god.
Okay.
Got it. I'm gonna start moving my way down the alley, kind of like with the rope, ready to throw over a soulless.
I'm gonna start whispering at him, being like, "Are you sure you don't want to use mine?"
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. So if you move any further, you'll be inside of the mist. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
So
I'm following.
you're right behind him.
Yeah.
So as Mavthor enters into the mist, you see that his form becomes this stark shadow. I assume that Anthony is going to be keeping up his dancing lights so that you can see that this mist is deep. Brayden's form ahead of you just becomes a shadow. But you're going to keep moving forward?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And who's behind Shelby? No one.
not I.
Shelby.
I thought Kumi was behind Shelby.
Amanda's behind, and then I'm behind Amanda.
Yeah, and I'm behind.
Okay.
Emmy.
Where's Megan?
This
Oh, is it no?
I'm gonna be back right by Alston in the old one.
Okay.
and so
I'm doing.
Brayden, you hear I'm gonna call it like scuttling ahead of you, and the form, the shadow that's ahead of you disappears. So it seems to have moved further back, out of the range of the dancing lights.
Okay. And I'm guessing scuttling sounds faster than shuffling.
Yeah.
Gross. I'm gonna sort of speak quietly back to the group that, it seems like it moved back, and I'm gonna keep going in.
Yeah, it's hard to turn around. You don't think that you could turn around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a tight
Yeah.
alley.
Tell them we're gonna keep moving in. We're gonna go a little bit further in. Anthony, please try to move your lights down.
So you speak over your shoulder. And
Yeah, I'm turning back to say
it's
this.
really uncomfortable. We say we're going to keep moving on.
They can hear you.
Anthony, if you hear her, are you going to move the lights down?
Yeah, I'll move
You're
lights
him.
down for him.
Yeah, and so you advance the lights down the corridor. And Brayden, the corridor ahead of you splits. There's a right path and a left path.
What we should do? We should betray all of them.
Can I tell if one path has more fog than another?
Make a perception roll for me.
Ooh, that's a 6.
They look exactly the same.
Okay. I'm gonna go left.
Okay.
Uh,
And Shelby, Mavthor's form disappears.
okay. I saw him go left, though, right? I saw his form go left.
Yes.
I think this is the point where I go right with my better not.
Oh god. This is where it all happens.
And then Kumi is right behind.
After I can feel it.
Kumi, there's a path right and a path left.
Do I know which way my boomerang is?
You look at the floor under you and it's right there. You could also turn it at this point if you wanted to.
Okay, boomerang's back. So there's a fork in the road, correct?
Right.
Okay. And
Or
Shelby went right?
Yes.
I'm trusting
You're not
Shelby.
sure.
You don't know.
I'm not
saw
sure.
a figure move towards the right.
I'm gonna take my sister's hand and we're gonna go left.
Hey.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is anyone else going down the path?
Was I going down the path or was I staying behind,
Yeah.
navigating with the lights?
You tell me.
No, I was gonna go right.
Okay.
But if I go right, the lights would obviously go with me.
Yep.
But we have night vision, so we got you covered, Brayden.
That being said, my
We
dad.
also have night vision
Oh yeah, you guys do. You guys.
or dark vision.
But
I
it's-
have dark vision too.
mine does mine do much anyway? Because all you can see is shadows.
Yeah, we can't. It's not helping.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna dispel my dancing lights and go right.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm
So
just
I'm going to
gonna.
assume that no one else goes into the alleyway at this point. Is that
I'm
fair?
gonna go where Austin and the old man go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go left with my glowing mace.
And
Okay, so your
I'm gonna
glowing mace
go.
just lets you see forms, no people or anything.
Forms will do.
I'm gonna stick with Austin, the old man.
Okay.
That's the
Everyone
same.
go left because they knew you did a shitty rope.
Yeah, following the bad road.
Arthur,
Way more interesting.
I think I'd like to stay out of all of this. This seems strange to me. I don't know anything about this. I think I'd like to stay out.
Wait. Old man can't. He still has the strap on.
He's also
What?
not old.
Nobody said he was old.
But maybe we
Decrepit
can.
man can't stay out.
But what if we tell him maybe we could find Sarah at the end of
Oh,
this?
that's kind of cute.
That's really cool.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for me. I really don't feel comfortable going into this dark mist.
It's okay. I rolled a nat 20, so a nat 19. Do I need a modifier?
Doesn't get you
Tell
over
me what
20.
you want to say.
Persuasion's +1, so it's a not nat 20.
Tell me what you want to say.
Arthur, if you stick this out, we might be able to help reunite you with your family.
And he
Not
looked
You'll
much
at
stick her with
you
us.
with a little bit of consternation, and he said, "Lady Senna, if you're with me, then I think that I can do it."
Oh, he's flirting.
Somebody has a crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Are
I
you guys all going left?
guide him with me and Olsen guide him towards the left, and he comes with us.
All right.
Yeah.
So everyone except for Anthony and Shelby are going left.
Correct.
So I'm going to resolve. Mavthor, the path ahead of you is dark, and you're not sure if there's anything ahead of you Do you want to keep moving?
Yes.
And Shelby, the path ahead of you lights up as you realize that Anthony is right behind you. You see that there are figures in the distance.
Oh, fuck no.
We really did this wrong, guys.
Keep going. Right?
Mavthor, you see that nothing changes about the scenery in front of you. It's just this deep mist. Do you want to keep going?
The mist is where people are. Is where the historically that's where they've been.
Can I stop Shelby from going deeper in?
Yeah.
Why?
Am I to her?
But hold on, let this be Mavthor real quick.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And so you continue going in. Shelby, you see that there is a glowing blue flame ahead of you. Do you want to keep going?
Anthony, why don't you want me to keep going?
The gnome.
You're the gnome. Yeah, essentially, the mist. We see figures. We don't know if we're outnumbered. We're the only two.
Well, we don't know if we're outnumbered, but there were definitely only
We could potentially be outnumbered.
tracks of soulless. So I don't know how many though they were chasing and if they already sucked their life forms out, but they don't change they don't create more soulless, they just drain the life force out of whatever they touch, or the energy out of whatever they touch. So even if they did get to those people, it's not like there's more than two waiting.
Do you think we can handle more than two? Don't you think we should just regroup and just...
No, there's only two.
Yeah,
There were tracks of two.
I'm saying, do you think we can handle two, you and me? Because it's just you and me going right.
I have a rope that's tied really well, and you're a dragon, so I think we can do it. Or dragonborn, whatever.
Lead the
Do
way,
you want
gnome.
to keep moving forward?
Are you scared, Anthony? Do you want to go back?
I'm 8'7", but I'm not that strong.
Do you have brains?
Huh? Range? No, I don't.
You don't have any brains? That's probably why you burned down some innocent man's house.
No, range. I thought you said range.
Range?
How's my wisdom? I think my wisdom sucks. I don't have any wisdom, so...
Shelby, do you want to keep moving forward?
Yes, I want to keep moving forward. I want to try to capture them.
Brayden, ahead of you is dark, deep mist. Do you want to keep moving forward?
At this point, since it seems like things aren't necessarily changing, and I'm not getting any reads of there being other things beyond where I'm at, I think I'm gonna try to turn around to the person behind me and say, I think we should maybe choose the other door.
You can't turn around because the space is so tight.
It's damn. Okay.
How am I in there?
What?
How am I in there if it's that tight? To where a 4'9"
We're all the same width.
Weird. No, that doesn't make
You're
any
all the
sense.
same width in my eyes.
Trying not to body shame people.
You're like 8'7", but only this wide.
So if you wanted
Mavthor
to
might be
turn
the
around-
widest.
Yeah.
If you wanted to turn around at this point, you would really have to squeeze yourself. You might have to make an acrobatics check.
I think you'd have to turn sideways and suck it in. in sidestep.
At this point, I think, yeah, we might have. I might have to try to do that. Then at least just say. So who's directly behind me now?
Directly
Right.
behind is
It's coming at me.
Okay.
And then behind them
They're not
is.
going to turn around.
Don't tempt me.
You should, Hunter.
Yeah, I'm going to turn back and say, hey, I think that, this nothing's changing here. We should probably try the other way.
And Kumi and Emmy, you hear a muted. I think that we should turn back. It's very quiet.
I want to do perception and see if I can see anything around us.
Okay, she wants to do perception. Roll.
13 plus.
15. I rolled a 15 for perception.
You see that you're holding hands with Kumi, making your way through here, and you're noticing that the wall is getting less wet.
How is that wet?
Miss? I don't know.
Oh yeah, because the mist. That makes sense.
Oh, she's over there.
Okay, but it's getting less wet. So does that mean
Like,
that the mist is going away?
What it means is that
Oh!
you are reaching the end of the building. Does that make sense? Like, deeper into an alleyway would be more wet because there's less light reaching it. So you are reaching the end of an alleyway.
Oh, so we're about to get into
Open
open
field.
space.
Yeah.
Should we just push through and try to?
What's up?
Who, me?
You shoot an arrow?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking whoop.
How? We're like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you wouldn't be able to draw your bow here.
Sorry.
I could
Sorry.
throw my boomerang
You
again.
would probably tell me that it looks like we're about to get out, though.
I say we throw the small person in front of us and see what happens.
He's already.
Hey, no one tosses a dwarf.
I will, and I will toss you with vigor.
I think you should step on her foot.
Yeah, if she tries to throw me, I'm
Stomp on
stomping
her.
on the foot hard.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Your dildo.
What do you want to do, Bryn?
I think I'm gonna keep moving forward then. If going back, there's gonna be too much of a hassle,
You
and
take
there's other being stuff
3
forward.
steps forward and you're out in open air and you see a street and you don't see anything else. Shelby, right ahead of you, the space opens up and you see 2 bright blue flames, and coming off of their shoulders is this deep mist, and they see you and they start coming towards you. So you have someone at your back, and you have 2 people running towards you. And they begin to shamble, and then they begin to run towards you. And their running is fast.
Well, it's still single file, right? So they're coming at me, but it's one at a time.
Yes.
Correct?
One reaches you,
I just realized.
and it does a 13 hit.
Look at here. Her armor class is 13.
So Defender wins. So 13 does not hit. It swipes at you, and you're able to dodge back. And then you see that the other one's reaching its arm over as well. What would you like to do?
I would like to try to lasso both of their heads.
Okay.
Like around their necks, because one is reaching over, so it's basically there's a head next to head. I want to try to 2 at once. and then slam them to the ground.
You're a gnome.
I'm a
Go
forest.
ahead and roll.
I'm doing some shit. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity attack with disadvantage.
Oh
That's 4.
Oh.
Dairy.
no. 3 plus 3.
7.
Yeah, so it's 7.
So
To
you're
roll
able to
twice,
throw
like the
this
lowest.
rope over their shoulder, but as you pull back to try and tighten it, it slips off. And they are on top of you. As you're backing up, you run into Villathor, who's right behind you. Villathor, you can really only see these bright blue flames in the mist. What do you want to do?
There's not much I can do.
But
The-
Shelby is
Wow,
running into
set
you.
them on fire.
Shelby
Last
is
time I
running
tried,
into you. She's
last
backing
time
into
anybody
you.
tried to do anything magical, they just absorbed it. Didn't do anything to them.
Try it again. You got
Last time I tried to use mace or my dagger, it just got stuck inside them. I don't want to use my breath weapon.
So you're just gonna block her and not do anything?
Wow.
I don't know.
Shitty.
Fuck off. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should move back, pick her up, roll an acrobatics to move back and run. Because the lasso did not work because we're too freaking narrow.
Well, wait, what happened with the rope when I did it, Tim?
Oh, you just missed.
I just missed. Why don't you try grabbing the rope, Anthony, and try the same thing?
Okay, can I try grabbing the rope and try lassoing their heads?
Yeah, go
Even
ahead and
though-
make a dexterity attack with disadvantage.
Even though they're coming at us anyway, so. Dexterity attack. 15. My proficiency bonus have to do anything with this or no? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, cool. I got a 17.
With disadvantage?
Jesus.
Huh?
With disadvantage?
What's disadvantage?
Disadvantage? What?
Yeah, you roll twice and take the lower one.
Oh crap, never mind, I got 12.
With the 12, you're able to get it around one of their heads, the one in the back. And you have the noose around one of their heads as you guys are backing up. What do you want to do? They are falling into you. And they are going to touch and assault Shelby, who is right in front of you.
Can Shelby climb over me, essentially?
Brandon!
It's Brayden.
Can I go in between? Can I like crawl out in between Anthony's legs, like, and go behind him? Because I'm tiny. Yeah, he's 8'7" and I'm 3 feet.
So go ahead and roll acrobatics for me. You would have to do it while facing forward. You'd have to try and throw your leg under and then squeeze.
Acrobatics.
14.
14. So you're able to throw your leg under and get under. Squeeze it. Now, Anthony, you're right in front of where these soulless are. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Crap.
Oh.
You take 4 damage and you lose 1 wisdom.
Great, I'm 3, and I'm not negative yet, I'm still 0.
And you still have the rope tied around the one in the back. And as you continue to move backwards, you continue pulling it forwards with you. But the other one that's in front is being pulled as well.
I feel like the one in, because if he's pulling the one in the back, he would like pretty much pull that one over the other one. The other one would trip over.
Yeah,
That
do
one.
you want to do that?
Yes, I want to forcibly grab the second one. Pull it
Roll
with all my
strength for me.
strength.
What are you doing?
Say what?
Roll strength for me.
Eating trash.
Fucking.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Oh.
You let go of the rope. And when you let go of the rope, it reaches out to grab you. Does roll a contested strength check for me.
On 18. Wait, yeah, I got an 18.
It got an 18 as well. And so you are locked arm in arm with this creature. You take 1 point of wisdom damage.
Okay, I'm at a -1 of wisdom.
You dumb as heck.
Where's the pen? Kumi?
Shelby, you're being forced backwards.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you guys who are on the other side are out in the alley. You can do whatever you want. What do you want to do? You're out in an open space.
I wanna call a bird because I have really good animal handling. I wanna call a bird to me.
Go ahead and roll animal handling for me.
What is it?
Wait,
10.
wait, what do you sound like as you're calling this bird?
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Bird show up. All right. Anyone else who's outside want to do anything?
Do we hear any kind of commotion coming from that other alley?
They haven't said anything. The monsters themselves don't say anything. So,
Yeah, but can we hear them just banging around since they're throwing ropes at them and being attacked?
the mist mutes a lot of it. They would have to.
Yeah.
They would have to really scream for you guys to hear anything.
Could we see the exit of the alley that they're in from where we are? Like, could we reasonably trace where the end of that alley would be?
Yeah, but they are moving backwards. They're moving towards you right now.
If we can see that they're moving towards us.
No, you
Right.
can't. If you're out in the air, then you can't see into the mist.
Okay.
Wait a second. We went down the same alley, split off, and they're here, and we're going this way. They can't. We're not going towards
No,
them.
there's like a fork.
No.
It was
There's a fork, so if they went
Yep.
here,
T.
you're
Oh.
walking your way backwards.
Oh, okay.
All right, Villathor, you have been grabbed. Its arm is on your arm. It is draining the life from you. What do you want to do?
I say
my
fuck
God.
this shit and use my breath weapon.
No, use them.
Yes.
Expect a Patrolus!
Go ahead and roll. I think you roll, or do I roll?
It says roll 2d6.
What's up?
It says roll 2d6, I think.
I think it's more than that.
I know. I just realized I screwed up.
Hmm.
I have a hunter's trap. I could have put that in front of me and tried to get the attention of.
You still have one.
I do, but now Villathor
Now you're
is
on the
in
wrong
front of
side.
me.
Yeah. You just throw it down anyways and get out of it.
Yeah,
PR 34, breath weapon, PHP 34.
so they both take full damage. So you do 2d6 lightning to them. Go and roll damage.
That's 6.
6 total.
Yeah.
So you blow a hole right through the middle of this soulless that's right in front of you, and it pierces through the next one, and it actually evaporates the fog that is around them, and you see it for the first time in this fog, a straight line through the fog. You see that the area in front of you opens up. That being said, the glow from these soulless seems to fade as the steam stops and the mist starts to disperse.
Whoa.
So that's where we're going to end it tonight. The soulless are presumably dead.
Who?
The soulless.
Oh, okay. Presumably dead.
That is
Oh,
where
he
we're going to
blasted
end it
them?
tonight.
So apparently lightning kills them.
Apparently they are not immune.
Oh, because it probably has something to do with magnetism.
Oh.
Or they have
Oh.
a giant hole put through them.
Yeah, or he just blew them away.
Okay, that's where we are going to end it for tonight because I promised Megan we'd be done at 12. you guys can throw any questions my way. I'm really glad that you guys came. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Thanks
was.
for having us, Tim.
Yes, it was fun. Sorry it was so last minute.
Wait, did the bird come to me?
No.
We'll find out next time.
Wednesday. You're just whistling. You're just whistling.
Birdie. It's like one.
Well, I don't think she realized that the Solus came through and killed everything.
Yeah, and so the last thing that you guys see, I'm gonna do some hand waving really quick and say that the last thing that you guys see before we stop is that Villathor is dragging the lifeless body of one of the Solus by this rope as he and Shelby walk out to meet you guys. And so you have the lifeless body of this Solus on a rope, and you guys are all together.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Have a good
Had fun.
Yep, have a good day.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Sister.
Happy Easter, the Lord hath risen.
Oh, God.
The Fire Lord. We all have our boners for it, I'm sure.
And on that.
If the Fire Lord isn't sexy, then why do I have a boner?
Yeah.
And that was the show for today. Really glad that you made it this far. Then next week we are going to be exploring unexplained secrets. You know, who is Arthur and what is going on with the Solus and this electromagnetism? What is going on with this magic? If you wanted to stay up to date on everything, make sure that you subscribe on Twitch and you subscribe on YouTube. We do stream live every week, and we would love to see you there. Love, always.